house guests, and welcome to the 10th Scared and Spirit card ceremony of Whodunnit Double Vision. I am your host, Gavin or Giles. And as always, we will start with the Adam Award. And the person who impressed the puppet master the most with their case this week is not Ryan, it's Ross. Congratulations, you are spared. Now, for the rest of you, the puppet master, as always, would like to rub it in your face about how wrong you were about their most recent crime. And I quote, "Good evening, idiots. Killing Billy gave me a special thrill I haven't felt with any of my other crimes. Perhaps it's because my brilliance has truly won the day, or maybe it's pure dopamine hitting my brain harder than the metallic pellet that immobilized Billy. I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me enlighten you to how I permanently extinguished that pest." While the thunderstorms roared overhead, I trekked into the woods late Sunday night to ready my equipment. I brought the ziplining equipment to the old cabin I spotted when I rented this estate in the spring. I also brought a laptop, a black router, some microchips, and a basin of arsenic powder. Inside the cabin, I rigged the laptop to the router and programmed the drone to follow a set of wireless signals in the microchips. I took Billy's climbing helmet and fashioned the microchips inside the helmet over regions of Billy's brain. The label that would be integral to my spectacular crime was the primary motor cortex (PMC) microchip. With one shot to Billy's primary motor cortex, his limbs would be paralyzed on the spot. This was precisely the aim of my plot and a projectile launching device underneath the drone. Once the program was ready, I readied a bowl of chalk for a better grip on the mountain. Little did some of you puppets know that it was in fact arsenic powder. One touch to the eye would expose the body to a highly concentrated poison, which would kill in a matter of hours in case Plan A went astray. Thankfully, it didn't. Before I left the cabin, I supplied each house guest with a parachute. However, I made a few modifications to Billy's. I covered the suspension lines of Billy's parachute with Gorilla Glue, ensuring the parachute would not deploy correctly. I also attached 4-kilogram weights to the skirt of the parachute, ensuring the skirt would not open all the way, preventing any chance of Billy surviving the impending fall. The next afternoon, Gavin led us to the cabin on horseback. Gavin was instructed to advise all of us on getting some chalk. I did not, obviously. I am not that dull. Once atop the mountain, my drone took flight. It tracked all of us all the way to the wooden planks. With a pocket mirror I had in my pocket, I watched from behind the pack as the drone took aim at the mountainside. As programmed, it fired a shot into the brittle rock above the wooden planks, sending dust into our eyes. Billy rubbed his eyes, but before he knew it, a metallic, pea-sized pellet rocketed into his skull, paralyzing his limbs. He tumbled backwards, getting tangled in the sticky parachute lines. Once he landed in a tree, his legs were broken. A loose suspension line wrapped around his throat. The line choked the life right out of him as he dangled from the trees below us. Blood from Billy's brain trickled from his nose onto the branches below, giving quite the thrill when I realized my plan had worked, as always. All bets are off, puppets. This is my show, and we're sitting at the foot of my final act. You're all just as tangled in my strings as Billy was. Now it is my time to rehearse my final extraordinary performance. You can't be ready for what is coming, so breathe while you can, puppets, except Billy, of course. With rig guards, the puppet master. Now I will read the Scared and Spirit cards. Foremost, Ross, as always, you're spared. Steven, you are scared. Ryan, you are spared. Sarah, you are scared. And finally, Ethan, You are spared. House guests, that is all the Puppet Master has for tonight. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you all in the finale. Thank you.